through. Me drinking my hookah. Me drinking my hookah. Me drinking my hookah. Me drinking my hookah.
It's gonna be a wild night.
Let's introduce our sickening ass guest. God damn.
Oh no, it's so early.
Right.
Any other time I'm gonna talk shit, pop shit, do all that extra.
Okay, well.
Hell no.
Well, that's all right. That's okay. That is all fucking key.
It's the fucking Clayton podcast.
Before we even introduce the podcast.
Wait, are we recording?
Yes. Before we even introduce this motherfucker, I got a bone to pick with you, nigga. All right.
Ooh,
I got a couple of them.
Pick that
This
shit.
is the first one.
It's so early.
See, that's why we
What
just
the
like,
fuck?
nah.
What the fuck took you so long to get on this podcast?
Inquiring.
It's been over a year.
You haven't
You
done
done told me yes a million of fucking times.
okay.
Right.
You've been influencing,
And that's
podcasting,
true. It's a job.
doing whatever the fuck you want to do.
No,
And you did everything but show up on the day that you said you was going to show up. Why did you treat me like shit? That we ain't blood or something. Like we ain't blood or
But
something.
you know what's crazy? We are blood.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know that. But the funny thing is, I've already recorded a podcast episode with you guys.
Knew it was coming.
It never came out because of you guys' editor.
Ooh.
At Taysom Mo.
Oh, so yeah, put a name on it, nigga.
I ain't gonna name on nobody because guess what? If you sue me, I sue back.
Oh, shit.
Defamation.
What's
I ain't gonna lie.
What's that?
I ain't that type of tax bracket to be suing people and shit.
Well,
like
I'm
that.
just saying, y'all can't say why I never showed up on the podcast because guess what? I was here and now I'm back.
That was over 2 years. That was over 2 years ago. So what happened with the
appreciate
last?
Thank you for coming back.
The
you,
last,
of course.
what about the last year you've been lying to me? You been babysitting like a motherfucker. Ain't about so much babysitting.
I
fucking
was. I
world.
have a niece.
Every fucking Friday, every Saturday, every
you
fucking
been-
Sunday.
Shout out to his best friend for graduating.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a kid.
And that's what he was doing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
man.
Thank you.
And that's fucking fine. We gonna go ahead and start the show. I just want to
Long
say
ass
that shit.
episode.
But trust me, I was here before it was in the garage. I was in the living room, but now I'm in the garage. So guess what? We are now on the BMQ podcast, and guess what? Clayton is here to tap in.
Oh shit. With that being said, quick, go ahead.
Yeah.
It's the Clayton podcast. What, Boss Man Quay?
Yeah.
So it's your boy Super Jack.
It's your girl MJ.
And I'm. Oh.
You ain't said the right fucking time.
This is crazy.
I am interrupting the BMQ podcast today.
They got
Period.
the energy already high. Okay,
I
big
bet.
guys.
It's gonna be so fun.
We got
We got so much to talk about.
you a podcaster, a heavy influencer.
Retired.
Ooh.
I just took
And you a fucking veteran, bitch.
Okay. Well, fuck everything I got to say, man. Let's talk about podcasting.
Okay.
All right. We seen you on your podcast before. You and Chris. I feel like I seen about 4 episodes, and I've been waiting for more shit from y'all. Because you killing shit. Your reels is off the chain. You the only shit that stand out of everybody because you are the influencer around the motherfucker. But why wasn't we getting more content from y'all? Why wasn't we getting more episodes from y'all? What was the issue with that? Because we needed that shit.
Okay, so basically, you wasn't getting a lot of episodes because I feel like Chris and I were in 2 different lifestyles at the time. We both were like, battling our own situations. So it was just like, a lot of that is now moved past us and we have now grown. So it's just time for us to grow up and move forward.
So y'all about to come with new shit? Y'all about to split off, do y'all own shit? Like, what is it going to be with y'all with the podcast?
Honestly, I don't know. But I will say Clay is coming with the solo podcast soon. So make sure you look out soon.
Soon, so you got a name for it or whatever you
I
got?
have a name, but you know how you never want to allow people to prey on your downfalls? So just look out. It will have Clay in the name, but it'll be Clay's solo podcast. And it's coming.
Okay.
It's coming, but it takes time because a lot of people don't understand that, I still work a 9 to 5. I'm an influencer. I have to make sure that, them brand deals are still clocking.
Period. Come on. I know that's right.
Sometimes I do feel like,
There we go.
I feel like sometimes you got to make sure, you put priorities first. Like, at the end of the day, I'm going to always be a media boy.
Yeah.
But you got to put priorities first and work on first in order to bring the money in to, sponsor the podcast.
Oh, so
That
that's
was
like
very
the
realistic
little.
for you to say.
That's what like MJ supposed to ask about, like the intricate shit, the shit that people don't know about when it comes to being an influencer.
Yeah, what would you
Like-
say is like the hardest part about being an influencer? Because a lot of the times it does look really easy. So what would you say is the hardest part about what you do?
You make it look real fancy.
Oh, the hardest part is dealing with a 9-to-5, because at the end of the day, everybody always think, oh, influencers don't work. Yes, we do.
Shit.
Even if you're an influencer full-time or you're an influencer part-time, I like to say I am a part-time influencer because I do have a 9-to-5 and I still work hard in order to sponsor what I need. So like camera quality, microphones, they don't come just by the hands of things. So it's just like I always have to wait for brands to pay me within like net 30s, net 45s, net 90s, which means that they won't pay you for 30 days, 45 days, 90 days. That's a long time.
And prior to us recording, we was talking about how like we do try to like get people to edit, and like people be spending big money on getting something edited. Like I feel as though like what 300, 500 plus to be able to try to get something done. That's a lot of money.
And you have to understand also, like, in this podcast, yes, we can edit ourselves, but you probably won't get that episode for another 2 weeks. Because me as an influencer, I already, like, make sure I edit my own influencing, like, concepts first, and then I'll be like, okay, well, let me get to my podcast. But I'm still looking for someone to look for, the solo podcast with Clay.
Let me ask you this. How do you feel about people wanting to connect with you, seeing how you are already a content creator, you have a name for yourself, and you created a lane for yourself? How do you feel as though people trying to get connected to you? And do you ever feel as though, because, earlier when we started recording, we brought up your best friend, and if people follow you, you talk heavily about the people who you're around.
Right.
So do you ever feel as though what you being a content creator, people are trying to connect with you because that you do that? And do you also feel as though that people try to connect with you because of the people that you're connected with?
And the fucking women you be around, good great.
Because
I do hang around the baddest bitches in Charles.
Okay, talk.
But I will say that, like, you have to know when people are around you to be in the circle, and you have to know when people want to network with you. So, like, for me, I am a people's person, but however, I don't try to be friends with everybody. Because if you allow everybody into your space, negative energy is a real thing. So if you bring negative energy into your space, it can completely go down. And personally, I've always been a positive person. So I feel like in order to keep that up, you have to keep people who have stuff going on around you.
Question, so do you like, when you can see those negative people or the wrong people trying to connect with you, do you like completely shut them out?
No,
or do you
have to know how to play the game.
Exactly, but to give them a
You have to know
runaround.
how to play the game. You will know when they want to use you, because it'll start being like, oh, I see you be with this person, how can I connect with them? Just because I have a connection with them don't mean you will.
Right.
Because we all have different personalities. But at the same time, I'm never a gatekeeper. I'll always make sure I try to help you where I can, but I won't help everybody because everybody didn't help me on my way up.
Oh, shit.
And I'm glad you said that, because and the reason why I said that, I had to put my phone out for this one. Because we did see a meme that was like, millionaires will sit down and give you the game. While somebody with a bank account of $4,300 swear that they have a trade secret. So that was one of my questions. Do you feel as though that you're okay with extending your hand? Or do you feel as though like, bitch, I worked hard for what I do. I work hard for my brand deals, and you're gonna work hard too as well. How do you feel?
Oh, that's a hard question. This is how I feel.
So is that like along the lines of like a Jay-Z? If he see you and talk to you, he'll give you free game. But if it's somebody that's like...
No, this is how I feel.
Whatever.
Listen to this, and this is some real shit that I'm about to say. I know when somebody's a star, and I know when somebody can make it, so that's the only person I'll give information to keep going.
So he gotta have...
If I don't feel it,
oh, so they gotta have...
why waste time? Because you gotta think, in the content creating world, there's so much people who trying to do it for the money.
Period.
But it's people like us who really know how to fucking content create. We can't get around to them bigger brands because the people who don't know what the fuck they're doing is in the way.
Right.
That's just that.
So how are they in the... Damn, get a little deeper into how are they in the way?
Okay, boom. We have content creators who are just on there just saying anything and they're blowing up like the next day. But you have people who really edit day by day. I don't edit with a template. I edit with me sitting down in Starbucks doing this. Ooh, that shit don't look good. Ooh, that shit don't look good. But you have people who are editing with templates being like going faster than us. How is that fair to us when we're really working hard to get to these brands when they're not doing nothing?
What you're saying in a nutshell is quantity over quality, and they choose the quantity over the quality.
Shit, what? Let me play devil's advocate. Why is that not looked at like somebody who, okay,
Is being proactive?
I'm trying to find a way to get this shit out as fast as possible. Why? Because everybody wants shit fast as possible. We're in the social media era.
But just think about it, like Elon Musk he produced Tesla trucks fast as fuck, but everything, single one got a fucking defect, had to get shit back. So in a nutshell, if you think about it, niggas,
but a lot of people are not buying Tesla trucks.
But he's still a fucking billionaire at the end of the day.
Yeah, but you could be a billionaire. That don't mean you providing quality. You just provided something that the masses want. Just because the masses want it doesn't mean it's still good.
But you don't think that's a skill in itself? Like, yo, whatever it is, I know how to get this shit off, regardless of what it is. I give you good weed, I give you mid, I give you whatever, but I know how to get the shit off. And that's a talent because some people can't get the shit off, period. Some people got quality shit, they can't get it off.
I don't think it's a talent. You said the wrong word. It's not a talent.
I think it's a talent.
Hold on now.
I think it's a talent.
It is a talent.
It's a talent.
Because this is my thing. Everybody's not made to be an entrepreneur.
I swear to God.
And we said that before.
Everybody is not made to be an entrepreneur.
Come on.
You gotta understand that some of these lanes are for, honestly, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't think I can be an entrepreneur, but I'm told every day that you can do it. I don't
But
personally.
this is what y'all forget.
I have to have security.
Stumble into entrepreneurship. Just because you stumble into it, don't mean you fucking good at it.
But here's my thing, and that's what I'm saying.
Some shit you just hit a lick on.
Yeah.
Like you just literally just put out one fucking thing that just went.
Exactly. So that means that they're getting boosted off of.
That's not a skill.
Dumb shit when
you know what I'm saying?
are really working hard.
I think it's that shit that, oh, my bad. I think that shit that Clay was talking about, that it factor. Like, yo, I got it. I can get this shit off. I can sell this to you. And there's certain people who's like, they work hard, and I see their work ethic. They got great quality shit, and nobody pays attention to them. But somebody go out there and put out a bunch of bullshit, but for some reason, it just attracts the masses.
Right.
Why? You have it, brother.
Well,
Or you can have work ethic, and you ain't got it, you fucked up.
Let me ask you this, and then hopefully, well, I know you don't mind because we talked beforehand. He said we can ask whatever we want to. Do you ever feel as though that your sexuality takes you further than most?
Or discriminated against. What I think about.
So here's the thing. I do feel like sometimes I am overlooked by white creators, Caucasian creators, because we do live in a predominantly white city.
Definitely.
So they're gonna always get top notch in whatever, and they're not gonna want to pay their black creators. However, I do feel like sometimes my sexuality can take me to the next level, or sometimes brings me down. Because you have to also think, when we're doing brand deals, they look at your engagements. If we have all the girls saying, yes, love them, love them, love them, love them, love them, but we have negative comments too that you don't reply to, it's just like, okay, so where does he really fit in?
Right.
And so y'all so
Hold on, let me ask this question for you, Stark. Do you care to fit in, Clay?
No, I don't. That's why if you ever realize that a lot of my content is for me, I edit how I want it for me. Because brands gonna look at authenticity at all times.
And to spin off that too, just to ask, because I feel like everybody would really want to know, you being an influencer, who influences Clay? Like who was the one who gave you
and when we
the
say
spark?
that, who influences Clay? And I also want to know, when you answer that, who influences you? Who would you wish to collaborate with locally and celebrity-wise?
So, damn, you laughing locally, Greg. God. You can't let this shit on no boy, innit?
No, I'm not shitting on anybody because at the end of the day, we're all working hard to get to somewhere. But a lot of people,
Bullshit.
because I'm gay, they're not gonna want to work with me.
That's what discrimination.
So I'm gonna laugh because at the end of the day, when I reach to the top, don't ask for no collaboration because you didn't want to collaborate when I was down.
Then the best part, the crazy part about it is you are so influential, and like you said, a lot of women are gonna be behind you.
Right.
And at the end of the day, whatever women say go.
And not even just that.
Niggas
And one of my
don't got
questions
it.
for tonight ended up turning into a comment because let's not act like, and I want to be respectful as I can be, but let's not act like
respectful,
gays
fuck 'em.
and the
LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
Plus community.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't inspire us. Let's not act like we don't want the best friend. A lot of y'all girls want to be his best friend. Let's keep a buck. And a lot of us get influenced by, a lot of us want our hair done by somebody, you know, whatever the case could be, the list goes on and on and on. And as soon as y'all start to accept that and see them as such, I feel as though that conversation will change.
Hey, y'all boy real deep.
I like the Pink Clay brand.
Hey,
so why do you think you have such a big influence over the girls?
Shit.
Well, first of all, I'm a girl's girl. Let's start there. A lot of girls are mean girls. A lot of girls aren't girls. At the end of the day, I've raised around all beautiful females. My mama a bad bitch. My auntie a bad bitch. What else? And I hang around bad bitches. But it's just like, I always try to stand up for women because I feel like sometimes y'all don't have a voice.
Right.
So they gonna listen to the gays because they don't want us to always be sensitive. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna always play a white woman's role.
Okay.
That's just me.
Hold on, say that again.
I'm gonna play a white woman's role, so guess what? I'm gonna play victim at all time.
Okay. Explain. So a white woman role is play victim. Karen.
I'm gonna be a Karen now.
Okay,
but I'm going to
it's
play
a victim role.
Yes, you play
So
victim.
who stands up for you?
But
You know what? I don't look for nobody to stand up for me because I stand up for myself. I think I stand up for myself for so long, being bullied in middle school, having to fight for myself through middle school and a little bit through the high school. So it's like, at the end of the day, I don't look for handouts. I am the handout, I'm a hand myself.
Did you kick ass in middle school
Yes,
and
I
play
did.
with you? Yes, sir. You know that.
I
You
did.
know that. Because where you from, boy? All right. All right.
But what I will say on the flip side is that I do understand where you're coming from, but I do feel as though there is a lot of people that will defend y'all and support y'all. And I guess it's just like, you know, they get overlooked.
The question to that is it monetarily? What do they get out of it? Because I feel like, I hate to fucking say this,
Get it off.
but
man.
I'm gonna be real. I feel like nobody defends y'all with an actual honest intention.
Hold on.
And I say that to
That's
say
a
that.
down.
I don't think that's
Just put it from my.
I be on that shit.
Wait, let me finish my
I
statement.
be on that shit.
I'm saying-
I don't play that. I don't play that shit.
I'm saying I feel like a lot of people don't stand up for y'all, defend y'all with honest intention, because some people, this is just my personal opinion. I don't, fuck them, whatever. But I just feel like sometimes people just want to see what they can get out of it. If a nigga defending y'all, it's probably so he can look cool to the bitches. If a female is defending y'all, it's probably so they can get in and you can put them and give them more teeth.
Can I finally get my shit off?
Go ahead, boo.
You been talking this whole motherfucking time.
No, I wasn't. Y'all asking a lot of questions the whole time, and I need to get this shit on camera.
Go ahead.
There's a theory that I've been talking about for a long time. Do you realize or ever see or think that your influence over women, it damn sure helps every heterosexual man that's actually friends with you? Because for some reason, ever since high school, whatever, we always notice, whenever a homosexual man tells a woman to deal with another man, for some reason that girl falls instantly, no matter what. So it's like, I never was in the position where I was like, I'm going to help gay men just for the benefit. But the fact that organically I don't like the discrimination shit, and then like gay men will be cool with me and friends with me, or like that I always include them and I like the energy and shit like that.
But what percentage of heterosexual males actually do that?
Okay, yeah, and they jackasses. But in my case, when you actually befriend like homosexual men, they actually put you in the game way more. And for some reason, why do women listen to everything y'all say?
At the end of the day, you have to also think about this. Yes, you see a gay man on the screen. Yes, you see a gay man when he comes to his best friend or girlfriends. We're still a man.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're still a man. Mind you now, I can think like a bitch and I can think like a man.
Come on.
And I don't care what nobody's saying. I always know what the man is thinking, so I'm going to help my girls out at all times.
So let me ask you this. Do you feel it, because you're a man, first things first, do you feel as though that men should be going 50-50?
Oh.
Because you date men, right?
Yeah, but I don't date the same men.
Say it again?
What do you mean?
We don't date the same men. We
don't.
may sleep with the same men, but we
Dap
don't
me up,
date the
nigga.
same man.
Hold on, no.
no,
Explain
no,
that.
no,
Fuck
no,
this
no,
shit, Get to it, nigga.
We may sleep with the same men, but we don't date the same men.
Ooh.
Because let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
In the gay community,
Hold on, say it one more. Hold on. No. Rewind back and
let
say it one
me
more time.
say it for you. And this
Yeah.
is going to be clickbait.
Okay.
Yes.
We may
That shit
sleep
made
Yeah.
some jump.
with the same man,
Yeah.
but we don't date the same
Okay.
men.
Okay.
That's just that. And the reason why I say
Hold
that
on.
is,
For us.
Let him get off. Let him get off,
let me
MJ.
tell you why I say this. When we sleep with a man, we're getting that night and we're leaving, or we're getting that money and we're leaving. And I feel like that's where a lot of females think that, oh, I'm gonna sleep with him, I'm gonna get this, that. Now, mind you, when I say we date the same men, we don't. Because guess what? In the gay world, we are men. We don't be sensitive to other men. So I'm gonna tell you what the fuck I want, and I'm gonna tell you what the fuck I need. If you can't do that,
Oh, nah.
that's just that.
Okay.
I was confused.
That's just that.
That's what I'm saying. You see me add exactly. It's
That's
not
just
for
that.
you, cause it's
I
not.
was confused.
That's just that.
Well,
So
I
explain
thought
the
we was thinking
opposite.
same thing, now I'm
Well,
confused.
explain the opposites. So, what is the man that you actually date, want to be with, want to build with? What is his characteristics, and what is his different from somebody you just fuck on?
Okay, boom. So in the
For
gay
you.
community, for me or for the gay
No, the community. Talk
Okay.
community.
Okay, for the community,
That's
I feel
really
like a
wrong.
lot of us
That's
want,
really wrong to speak for the whole community.
I was about to say.
Well, he's a part of the community.
I'm a part
I
of
want
the
for him to
community.
speak for him.
I'm part of the BMQ podcast, but I can't speak for Steph and MJ.
Yes, you can. If you say some shit, I'm gonna be right behind you.
Clay,
ahead.
speak for yourself.
Say your
please.
answer, baby.
Let me speak for myself. At
Go
the
ahead.
end of the day, I'm always going to want like this masculine man or this man I can create a relationship with. But at the end of the day, I know I'm not going to always get that because not every man is the same. Does that make sense?
Can you answer my question? Do you want your man to go 50-50 with you, or is he going to pay the majority of the bill?
This is my thing. And I'm talking for me. I don't mind the 50-50 thing because at the end of the day, y'all can't expect somebody to do everything when y'all ain't doing half the shit. And I do feel like y'all want
And this
a
is the
lot.
man.
Y'all want a lot of men to come 50-50 when y'all don't bring even 25% to the relationship.
You bitches.
But, hey.
you bitches.
The good-
You bitches. I'm
there's
gonna say
two-
it. We
there's-
who is past 50
Right or wrong?
seconds.
There's-
You
Right or
bitches.
wrong, as two men, as two heterosexual men, would y'all go 50-50 with y'all females? At the end of the day, if they're not bringing what you want, are you
Your
even
shit,
going 50-50 with them? Or are you giving them 25 because, I mean, that's what they deserve?
Me personally, it depends on the relationship status. And we first starting, more like 60-40.
Who giving the 60?
Me, of course. But
So why do you feel like you have to give more because you think you're like this heterosexual man? Because at the end of the day, I think at the beginning of the whole relationship, everybody should be bringing 50-50.
Come
This
on,
is-
realistic.
You wanna know why?
Come on,
you
realistic.
want to know why? You want to know
Come on,
why?
realistic.
Come on.
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Just because of all the father figures and the man figures
No.
in my
Y'all are going by society.
No. I said
You
my.
ready?
And I'm about to
Hold
say,
on,
realistic.
relax. my life. If you think Tammy
Exactly.
go 50-50, no, she don't have to go 50-50.
But you know what? What y'all are failing to realize?
What happened?
Our parents are in a different decade generation than we are in.
Of course.
We are being raised by fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga will do what he wants.
And no,
Our parents were, you go to work, you pay the little bills, I pay the big bills, or you don't pay nothing, you take care of the kids while they're home.
Okay.
You cannot take the old generation to the new generation. You cannot
Cannot.
do that.
You
We are
cannot.
in a whole different world.
you cannot.
But even finances alone don't mean it's 50-50. It's still emotional support. See, what I realized over time is I've been with my girl 7 years. So what I realized from Jump Street was I might have thought I was going 50-50, but I really wasn't going 50-50. When she sit there and she wash my clothes,
She do
she
that?
have intercourse with me, she make sure this is the. In all actuality, at one point it was 70-30. If you
Is
look
that-
at it. So
is-
now that I'm older and I'm becoming a grown, now that I'm becoming a grown man, I'm starting to realize that shit is situational. So as time goes on, that meter adjusts. So it could be 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. It's going to keep going back and
But what
forth.
I'm confused about,
what are you
confused about with the whole thing, why are y'all even doing percentages with who else? Whatever, meet people where they are.
And
Okay.
people going to meet you where they are.
And I feel that shit, right? But like me, I work like a motherfucker. We're down to 60 hours a week, right? Babe, I work more hours, I bring in more income.
Okay.
I'm not about to go split all these bills with my woman knowing that she don't even make as much as me.
Okay.
So I just want you to pitch in a little bit, which helps me.
What do you want her to pitch in with? You're not speaking.
So that's situational too, because what if your woman make the same amount of money as you?
Okay, we talking about my situation.
I think y'all are making it a materialistic thing, to be honest.
I'm not. I just broke that down that it's not materialistic.
But
it's way more.
It feeds off of what Clay said. A lot of time, I'm always at work.
Exactly.
So more times, she's at home. So she's going to be handling a lot of more home shit than me. Okay. One of my biggest fears is when I have children, it's going to be extremely hard for me to wake up at 2:30 in the morning, go to work, might get off around like 4 something, might not get home till like 6, and I got to be in bed by fucking 8:30 just to be able to function. So now it makes me feel like an absent parent. So if I can help her financially to take that stress off of her, while she majority fucks with the family, and I gotta come in, it's like it balances. It balances out. Hell yeah, it balances out.
But here's my thing. What about you?
Me, happy wife, happy life.
That's
happy
not
children.
even real.
That's not no.
Shit.
At the end of the day, like
not realistic.
you have to
Y'all
make
think
sure
so?
you feel good in the inside.
I do.
That's a separate conversation for another day.
No.
That's a separate conversation for another day.
I feel like it's a good conversation right now. I really feel like
I'm confused.
No,
Why
exactly.
are you confused?
I'm just confused on the situation. Like, so you feel as though the more, just what I heard you say is that I'm going to provide more financially. That does not mean you still met her 50-50. Your 50-50 ain't her 50-50.
Yeah, but
what she's, hold on, let me finish. What she expects as a woman may not be nowhere close to what the fuck you provide. You have different type of, everybody's going to have a different opinion and a different mindset of when it comes to providing. A nigga can give a bitch money all day, but she gonna go fuck the broke nigga because he give her love.
Yeah.
He give her time. He give her energy. Just because you provide and you take care, you work all day, you does not make you less of a man. But if she doesn't see you in that capacity, what the fuck? You still fucked. So that's why I keep trying to say that 50-50 is a situation. It's situational. Everything is based off of you and that person. It's too crazy, too hard, and too fucking broad for anybody to say what 50-50 and how you can go 50-50. So no matter if I say it, she say it, he say it, or you say it, we all fucking wrong because they're dealing with an individual.
And to go off of what my situation is, it benefits both of us more if I come off a little bit more financially type shit. Because I can already handle this shit by myself, right? So if she pitch in just a little bit, that frees me up a lot. That frees me up for the kids, the family, the her, everything that she fucking need. It helps me in the long run. And when it helps me in the long run, it helps all of us in the long run.
One more thing to say. Me and my girl just had this conversation in the car yesterday.
Yeah.
My mama, she called me, she was like, man, babe, I'm glad you with somebody where she don't need your ass and you don't need her. So, and what I'm saying is, she can handle her fucking responsibilities.
Oh my God,
I can handle my responsibilities.
Oh my God.
So, in what way? What I'm saying is, it's still like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how?
Okay.
How does it balance out? You saying it's still from a selfish perspective of I can take care of it financially. I was already doing it. I does not matter. This is we.
Yeah, and my we adjusted.
I do feel like, and this is me intervening. I do feel like you have to understand how people are raised. You may have seen your mama say that she didn't have to be this independent girl. He didn't have to see that because his daddy was always there.
But this is what I'm saying. That's exactly what I saw. My mama is independent.
Exactly. So that's your lifestyle. That's what you're going to accept.
My shit a little different.
You're going to accept whatever you accept.
All my influences was different.
Exactly.
It happened like that.
Exactly. That's just for me as an instant.
And
I always saw my mama. She never needed my daddy. And granted, I would never take anything out on my daddy, but I know how to get it out on my own. And I saw my mama do that.
And my daddy gonna say the same shit. The shit. My parents, what the fuck she gonna pay? Nigga, my daddy gonna say, hey, that girl gonna fucking pay if she around you. So don't act like my daddy is just the financial man. Hell fucking no.
No, I speak about you.
No, my mama actually made more than my fucking daddy. My dad just makes shit happen. He do all the extra shit around to make it happen. But this shit is very serious. This is a very serious conversation, but I ain't got time for that shit. You know who the fuck I am.
Exactly. I got another question.
I gotta dig. I gotta fucking dig. But Clayton been sitting talking about this 50-50 shit all day. It's all about this financial shit all day. But, Clayton, remember that time we was at EXO Lounge? We was at EXO Lounge, in that front section, and then old girl, light skin, short, thick, fine motherfucker, a quote unquote bad bitch, right? Mm-hmm. I told you why me and her had like a little slight falling out. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't, when she hit me with that, you want to pay for my lunch today? And I asked her like, why should I pay your lunch today? And she got upset, right? I told you that shit in the club, and you said, yeah, you gotta pay for her because she's a bad bitch. Why do you feel like niggas gotta pay for bad bitches?
And you know what? I'm glad we're bringing this conversation.
Come on.
Let me say this.
Come on.
And this is for you, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. At the end of the day, feminine girls get whatever the fuck they want because guess what?
Shit, where at?
What?
Where at?
If you boost a man's ego, and this is a little secret, so bring it a little closer.
Stroke that motherfucker and get that bread. That's what I'm talking about.
You can get whatever you want.
Anything.
And a lot of you girls lack a lot of you girls lack femininity. So
That's all you bitches ain't me.
if you're masculine, you're not gonna get what you want from these niggas because guess what? They don't want a masculine girl. That's unattractive to them.
I'm on Clay's side.
At the end of the day, let me tell you,
I'm not on Clay's side.
Being feminine, I get whatever I want from my straight homeboys, and I get whatever I want from my gay homeboys. And I'm not even saying we gotta be in a relationship, but femininity takes it a long way.
Wait, y'all got anything to pivot off of that? I got another story I gotta bring up about him, but I'm pissed off about it. Go ahead. Not even pissed off.
But you know, we're gonna answer the question that y'all asked me before: who influences me?
Thank you.
Oh, really?
So,
that was a good one.
Please tell them how they be cutting my shit off.
I mean, but guess what?
Couple
You don't
times.
deserve it.
Well, nigga. Come on now. I'm supposed to make this shit funny a long time ago.
I can't wait to lose this episode again.
Let me openly say before we keep on going. I think everybody's excited to talk to you tonight.
Oh, stop it. Maybe we need a part two. Maybe we need a part two.
Because
But I will say, like, a
questions,
lot
like,
of people influence my influence. So, like, I look at Kyra Monet. She's a YouTuber.
But what about locally? Who you want to collaborate locally?
It's about influence or pocket? Just
No,
influence?
pocket.
Influence in general.
Oh, who just make him want to go?
Who makes
podcast.
Well, my original question was...
No. That was my question.
Okay, so one at a time.
So,
you go
me
first.
first. So, who influences Clay as a person, as an influence? Who was you as a kid and you looked up to? I don't know
Who make you keep going?
And like these niggas, I watch polls. I don't know too much.
Okay.
I watch a little something.
So, and I'm gonna take it way back.
Okay.
So, a person who actually influences Clay in with all he does is Star Milan. I don't know if y'all know who Star Milan is. Star Milan was like a big YouTuber. I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. He did makeup, and that was the first gay person I've ever seen on my TV.
Did he pass?
No, he's still living.
Okay, I'm gonna say no, because I'm thinking of somebody else, and maybe he's with hair, but...
No, but that was the first YouTuber I saw that was like, oh my God, I want to be like him. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm gay. This is the first person I'm seeing online. And then as it grew bigger, I'm like, oh, wow, that is. Now, if you're talking about in this day generation, Santana.
Period.
At the end of the day.
So you don't like Jason, though? Not Jason Lee.
Like,
not Jason Lee.
Jason Lee.
Oh, my God. He's in drag. Y'all, I'm so sorry.
Jason Lee is that nigga.
No.
I fuck with Jason Lee.
And you know, just to pivot while she looked that up, just to ask you a quick question. Do you feel like you, and if by any means this is offensive, but do you feel like you were born gay, or do you think this is something that just
this is a good question.
And I have a question to piggyback off
That's a good question.
I do believe that I was born gay.
Okay,
because there is, honestly, I wouldn't change, if I had to change anything about myself, I wouldn't change nothing.
I wanted to ask you that.
Hey, Clinton, I got another question. I asked a couple gay guys about this shit. I got you on camera right now. Like, niggas like me, I said, like, I support your boy. And I hate ignorant niggas that already go on social media talk about, no, they was like that because it was trauma. It was like that because of that.
And I really do hate when you guys like to say gay people are gay because they have been touched. I've never been touched. I've always just been a bad bitch because I've seen my mama do it. And mind you, my daddy was in my life for a very long time, so let's not forget. But I do feel like it's a feeling inside and it just showed up. And honestly, it's how you show it to the world. Because not everybody is going to be having a big personality, or not everybody's going to switch and have a purse. Not everybody is going to have long hair. It's just the fact of, this is how you should do it, how you feel comfortable, fucking live. Because at the end of the day, who's gonna live for you?
So how do you exude that confidence? Because Clay, we done been everywhere. I see you. Make sure you dancing. You make sure you turning up. Like, so where did you get that from? Where you get that from?
So I've always been a dancer at heart. First of all, if y'all don't know, I've been dancing for 13 years. I've been a cheerleader for 3 years, and then it's just like. That's how I show my expression. So if nobody understands me, y'all gonna understand me through my dancing. Like, I don't give a damn.
All right, so let me ask this question. Right? You be making me mad.
I did see you.
Hold on, y'all. Can I ask one question? Because he brought up a topic earlier.
Hell no, I got to piggyback off this.
Bro, everybody ask for questions so bad. That's
I
crazy.
got one more thing.
I got so many questions.
Clay, I know.
You influencing us. So we never want to ask you a question about it.
Steph he be real life shitting. So he said that, okay, say when you start twerking in the club, right? Me and you know we cool, right?
Right.
But if you start twerking, Clay, you know what I'm going to do.
But here's my thing.
Hold on, Clay.
But no,
I ain't trying to be rude.
I don't want you to be rude.
I don't give a
fuck.
That's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck.
Y'all not understanding.
I'm gonna support you.
Twerking, I'm not twerking for you.
No.
For the niggas who will give the
I'm gonna support your shit no matter what. We've been to clubs so many times.
Homophobic?
No, that doesn't.
No, thank you, bro. Pause. Okay, absolutely, because.
Hold on, question. What does that make me? If he turn around and get away from it, but he's not homophobic. But if I'm sitting right here, I'm supporting your shit, and be like, what the fuck it is? Then what did that make me?
Okay.
That makes you comfortable in your skin.
Okay, I call it insecure, bro. I call it insecure.
I say your parents did good. That's my personal opinion. Because to be honest with you, I do agree with y'all. And you know what I'm saying? We done had this conversation multiple times. And that's one thing I will say is that I do feel as though, like, I get it. I get it both sides, to be honest with everybody. Because one of my questions wanted to be tonight was, how do you feel as though a lot of gays are labeled as loud and over the top? But you just answered your question. And a lot of times, what the fuck, Clay, that might just be you. So who the fuck am I to question you about your personality?
Because, you know, at the end of the day, what I'm going to always tell people, check yourself before you try to check somebody else.
But I feel like in a sense, insecurity would be me projecting. So that would me be like, why you not?
But again, I think.
But hold on.
You don't have to say not a damn thing.
Let me finish though. You got to think about it too. Just like y'all quote, Steph went back to how he was raised. How I was raised was, what that nigga do, you don't be surrounded by no motherfucking da 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 da. It's not the fact that I'm insecure. This is what I've been taught my whole life. We just getting to a point as a culture, as a community, where this shit is acceptable.
But you do understand what you're saying, right?
What?
You're worrying about what society have brought to you, what society is doing for
Not
you,
society,
what society,
about society, but family. You don't
I don't
think
give a damn about
family?
any of that because at the end of the day, I'm me. No one can live for Clayton but Clayton.
Yeah,
and that's for anybody in the LGBT community. Live for yourself. Continue to move on yourself. Continue to live for yourself. Because at the end of the day, who pays your bills?
Yeah.
Who makes you feel happy?
That's
it's not about what shows on the outside, it's what's in the inside.
So I got two questions though.
And it's another thing that I would think about when you say like how you say some gay men be like extra, people be worried about it being extra.
Yeah.
But we know some women that's fucking extra.
Thank you.
I don't let them
I'm
bitches
gonna jump out of my
And I feel like when women are being extra,
I
y'all don't get attention at home.
I disassociate myself from them too.
A lot of bitches that are popular are extra as fuck. And that's what's giving them that attention. Because if it wasn't for that, y'all wouldn't even know these bitches. And that's a whole nother conversation with
And authenticity is a real thing.
I'm questioning. This is all for everything. You just made me that about shit. Is it wrong for somebody to want to seek attention? Yeah. Let's say,
yes.
All attention isn't good attention.
But wait. Let's talk about our famous people, our rappers, our actors, our everybody. Literally, they are doing things for attention.
Can I
Their
start
attention
first?
is putting money in their pocket. Their
Let's
attention
let
is
her talk. So let's let her talk.
So
I'm
what
about
is
to
it?
say, Big Mama to me, y'all. I ain't start all night. So for me, I done gone outside and then been one of those type of times where like, ain't nobody even seen what I was on, but maybe the people that was working that night and security guard done seen what I was on. So meaning, I done had a good time. I might have done stand on the chair, stand on the table, and all that extra shit. You're not gonna say. One more time, let me hear the question.
All right.
Is it wrong for people to seek attention?
Is it wrong for somebody to seek attention? Because our celebrities and all that shit, they literally live off of getting everybody's attention. But we don't talk shit about Glorilla when she take a picture of her ass out, or Cardi B on the board. But if we see our local people right here doing that shit,
I want to make sure I was on the right line. I want to make sure
let Big Mama talk.
I want to make sure I was on the right line. There is good attention and there's a bad attention. So for an example, I could have act a fool on Tuesday night. I'm talking a fall over, piss over, whatever the case could be. When I come over on Saturday night and if I'm over here acting like, classy and demure and all, or whatever the case I could be on, I could be acting like that. I don't feel as though there's a wrong or a right. Because for an example, there's no different than, let's say it like this. Let me put it into real perspective for everybody. Everybody is broke as a motherfucker. Y'all don't got no motherfucking money. Y'all niggas not out here buying no drinks. Y'all niggas not out here buying no fucking sex.
That's a concept.
This in general. That's in general. There's a lot of you bitches. Y'all not buying no niggas no gifts. Y'all not paying for no motherfucking y'all not doing shit. But then we got other bitches that are pause.
Now, hold on now, Frank.
We talking about attention and shit.
But again, I'm not. Me personally, I'm not doing shit.
But MJ, I need you to go ahead and pick a fucking side.
Now let me say this. I let it erase my mind.
Yeah.
I do feel like women. Y'all gotta stop thinking that these men are so rich when they send a bottle to your section.
Cause they're not.
They're not.
And
at the end of the day, whatever that man do in the club, make sure he can do outside of the club because guess what? There's no sense of staying with him.
He probably is not.
A $300 bottle can't compare to your.
You don't know why he could buy your bottle in the club, bitch? It's because he lived with his mama.
Can I raise my hand?
And I'm gonna stand up while I say it.
Because
and I'm tired of you bitch ass niggas buying bottles and having to take an Uber home now. That shit.
I'm tired of y'all shit. I'm tired of y'all buying. Hey, I'm tired of y'all buying bottles in the beginning of the year, but coming in the middle of the year because fuck the end of the year. The end of the year, you might got a motherfucking raise, my nigga.
Beginning of the year when them tax checks come.
Hey, no, I'm talking about in the middle of the summer. I'm a June baby.
Ooh.
I'm a June baby. June 15th.
So are you saying you don't get bottles to your section?
Who?
I
buy my own section. I'm gonna say, let's be clear. Me and the girls gonna get our own section 9 times out of 10.
And that's good.
Cause fuck you niggas. I'm not doing that because a lot of y'all
I got an
niggas
answer
too.
for you, Steph.
A lot of y'all niggas be on a one bottle minimum. But overall is let me just say this is.
Oh, I got you.
Let's cut it out. I equally respect y'all as much as I want to be equally respected. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
restate the question so I can answer this shit like I want to.
Question. Okay. Is it wrong for people to seek attention? Why? Because there are celebrities that we are invested in and their whole job is to seek attention. But we have a problem with people in our local people who don't have it yet, who hasn't blown up yet, are seeking attention.
But before y'all answer that question,
seeking attention is wrong. It is time and place. You don't see fucking celebrities seeking attention when they on their type of time, when they cooling.
We don't know they type of time. Go ahead.
That's the point. They're not seeking attention, so it's never going to come to the surface because they're not looking to post it. They're not looking to share their location.
Yeah, they do.
The paparazzi got to pop up. Catch their stupid ass in the act.
I want more time.
Hold on. It's celebrity.
But here's the thing. Before we continue, I'm going to let Miracle talk because I feel like you've been talked over a lot. But I do want to say that we appreciate you as a woman for accepting us because at the end of the day, I don't like when the LGBT community starts to say like, we are the blueprint because we're not. I never feel like I am the blueprint. Anything I've learned from a woman. I may not want to be a woman. Yeah. I'm still a man, but I'm gonna always get feminine.
And I can respect, and that's the thing, that too. Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's what I really want to say is because, like, I just wish there was a world to be able to respect both. Because I would say this, like, if y'all don't watch Don't Call Me White Girl, she has really opened my eyes to be able to respect more, understand more than probably I wasn't able to understand before. Because like one of my questions I want to ask you tonight was, because I know that your best friend has a child, how do you feel about the gay stuff being pushed into children? You know what I'm saying?
And we've had that conversation. I always said that when the time comes, I will slowly tell her what's going on, but I won't force it because at the end of the day, she don't have to accept anything she doesn't want.
And her mom feels the same way as well, right?
Right. And she always will say, "Well, that's your place to tell Zoe because that's not my place. She doesn't live in my world." So I won't say like, "Oh, girl, make sure you implement this," because I don't think that the gay stuff should be shown in school.
Thank you.
Let the parents do their job.
Can I give you your flowers for 2 seconds? You get on my fucking nerves in my last one. But on some real shit, the one thing I can honestly say about you is you are evenly cut. Mm-hmm. And when I say evenly cut, that means what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong.
Right.
What you do is what you do, but what you do is you don't push. Now, sometimes your ass kid, you might fish a little bit.
What do I push?
Yeah, you might fish a
what
little
bit.
What do I fish? But in a sense, I still feel like you're a real nigga for that shit.
Yeah, I personally feel like you should never force something in someone's world because at the end of the day, all of us are raised differently. So what I may have accepted in my childhood, you may have not experienced that. So like when people say the F word or they say you're a punk, you're learning that from your parents. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Because right now we don't really have those type of slangs going on. You know? They don't give no sponsorships. Cut that up.
You like quick.
No, we didn't.
You right. Okay. Now, hey, you was right, nigga. How about that? If Clinton said, he talking about doing shit with white people.
I wanted him to pop in shit about the brand deals, but we had to get a second video.
Before that, well, besides that, cause you know, I told you I got some shit to say. Shit, you know, I know you, the cousins.
How much more minutes we got?
5.
It don't, no,
We
got 45.
Yeah.
We at 45.
5.
Shut up. All right, give me the juice. All right, check out clear. We gotta big you up. I gotta big you up because I was there and they wasn't there.
Okay.
The Black Effect Podcast Festival.
Oh my God!
The Black Effect Podcast Festival, right? In Atlanta, Charlamagne the God, shout out. We do this shit every year, and we always there every fucking year.
I'll probably go again this April. So make sure you're there.
But
yeah, on the stage.
But nigga,
make sure you flex that.
You know that.
I'm gonna say, cause I want to just
I think
support you.
I don't really flex a lot because I'm humble. Because anything can be taken away from you in a matter of minutes.
And you can be humble all you want, and a bitch like me, no, pop your shit because like no for real. No for real. Cause how does it? No. Okay, pause. Because this was one of my questions. So, well, I asked it again, but no, like for real.
You step on Steph's shit.
Yeah, but it's
I'm so sorry.
Let that nigga.
Go ahead, get it out.
Cause we gotta give clear.
Part 2.
We talk shit at first. You pop your shit.
Right.
Pop your shit.
Now I want to give you some fucking praises.
Okay.
I was there. Black Effect Podcast Festival. You weren't a part of it initially.
Right.
But they had a lot of big celebrities performing, doing their sets. And you got pulled up on them sets. And when I say, you shut that motherfucker down.
You bitches. Yeah, you bitches.
But when I say I witnessed the shit, a lot of those podcasters and they sets wouldn't have been shit without you. And you got... It wouldn't have been shit without you. You knew that. The crowd knew that. Everything you said, you took control of the whole crowd. A lot of people don't have that. So maybe let everybody know that you have it. You have bravery. A lot of people are scared to even go do that shit.
Yeah.
They might talk in a little personal camera, but they can't go to camera. Go ahead.
You will always be scared before you even touch anything. I can tell y'all right now, like y'all see the big confidence, but I really am scared to put on my own podcast.
But fear molds a beast. If you scared of it, you meant for it. I always feel like that. I ain't scared of shit. You know I'm always take a fucking risk? Because at the end of the day...
Let me tell you this nigga brought up Santana earlier. Let me tell you. And you wanna know why Santana talk the way, he pop his shit the way that he do? Because he also knows that he's like that 1 out of 1,000.
Yeah.
Clayton.
Okay, stop.
Okay, boo.
But I said that before I get to my shit. But about that podcast festival, can you at least tell the people like how you felt, the experience, and what you had going on?
And to be on stage with all those people.
So basically, I think I've been 2 times each year to the Black Effect podcast.
Yeah.
However, each year is always different for me because I go in with the same intentions, but not every year the same intentions will come out. Yeah. So like the first year, yes, I went to go network, but I don't feel like I networked like the way I could have done.
Okay.
The second year,
I feel a lot of people wasn't there for the right reason either.
Right. The second year, I networked the way I needed to network. Now, mind you, before the Black Effect podcast, I was able to go to Charlotte and I was not even a guest, a dancer or whatever. They had a competition at the Poor Minds in Charlotte live show. And that's where I was like, okay.
No, he was talking to ass, yeah.
So I was just able to, express myself because you don't know how people are going to take it. Yeah, that's their audience, but that's not my audience.
Right.
And that's what people have to understand. Like, when you do stuff as a whole, not as a individual. So when I say that, don't do stuff for the podcaster who is making the show, do stuff. So that's for my example like this, okay? And I may be talking in circles. Don't do stuff for Lex and Drea. Do stuff for do stuff for the audience because those are gonna be the people who support you.
Period.
So when I entered the stage in 2024 for the Black Effect podcast, I did it for the audience. I didn't do it for the show. Like I didn't look at Jess as, oh my God, I'm on the stage with Jess. I looked at it as, I'm working with her. This is how it's gonna go because I wanted to see how I would feel in that situation when the time comes.
And you was on that stage, was it 2 or 3 times?
2 times. So I was on stage with Jess Hilarious.
And that's when you was actually speaking, and you shut the shit down with just talking, not dancing, not performing, just using your words.
They laughed, they interacted with you and everything.
You took over the whole fucking crowd.
Right.
And then the second one was with...
I was dancing with Horrible Decisions at the time, which is now Decisions.
So. And you shut that shit down, because mind you, the first year, Horrible Decisions shut that bitch down by themselves.
They did.
They was the only podcast that actually got the whole building's attention. The only ones to do this shit. So the second year they come back around, I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it wasn't as hitting as the first one.
Right.
But when you got on stage, that's when you got everybody's attention. That's when you shut that bitch down. And us leaving out, everybody in that building would stop you left and right. I mean, my mama was calling. My mama was like, but tell Clint, I'm so fucking proud of you.
I think it's just like a big thing. Like, I feel like it's very hard to get out of Charleston.
Period.
And I feel like if you don't never push yourself.
One that have ever said that. All these other people that come in here,
it's so hard to get out of Charleston.
All these other people that come, and this is real shit. I feel as though that everybody else come in here, and there are certain questions that we do ask that are repetitive, and a lot of times we do get the same answer. And I feel as though as of right now, you have been the first one that has said, like, you know what? It is kind of hard.
It is. I will say that it is hard because you got to think. Charleston, yeah, it may be the #1 city to come as a tourist, but nobody looks for talent here because they feel like we don't have it. Yeah. How many Caucasian shows we have that we need black shows?
Let me take it a step farther because I like to push the gun. How many of y'all know that Charlamagne is from Most Corner, South Carolina?
I think everybody know that shit. Right?
Yeah. No, they don't. A lot of motherfuckers don't even know who Charlamagne the God is.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That sounds crazy.
He does a lot for the community.
And
he shut up Most Corner all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
It sounds crazy to us because we live here. But and this is me coming from somebody who's... I'm technically not from here. I've grown up here, yes. I graduated from here, yes. But when I go to Jacksonville, what we're talking about, the people that we're talking about, the things that we're saying, they're not saying the same things. I understand the differences, but again, how we're over here like, Charlamagne the God, we should know who he is. When I go to Jacksonville, they be like, well, who was that?
Because honestly, if you're thinking about it, who else is bigger than Charlamagne the God that came from Charleston?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, we're talking about Charleston. We're not talking about the whole South Carolina because South Carolina have a lot of talent.
Yeah.
We have talent from Columbia, Greenville, Spartanburg, all the way to Anderson with, what's the man that died from the Black Panther?
Oh, yeah, but I forgot his name.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel as though that he should be taking more up with him?
Yes.
Do you, Charlamagne, or do you feel, not even so much to take him so much more with him, do you feel as though that there should be more people up from Charlamagne with him?
No. You want to know why I say that? And,
yes.
And honestly, I'm not being a negative person. Everybody cannot come with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
if you don't put in the work, how is he going to vouch for you if you don't have no work behind you to bring with you?
And I feel like me, when I say I study Charlamagne, I be behind Charlamagne. Everything he do, I'm behind that shit. And I hate when people talk about shit that he don't do when he blatantly does it, and you just ignore it. He don't put people in the city.
That's some school drives.
Like on big platforms, he will put people on there. Low boss, he put a fucking mask on, did all this shit.
Actually, Trump shouts out Low Boss all the time. He shouts out Chris Keelan.
All the fucking time.
Everybody. But at the end of the day, if he doesn't see that you are
putting in the fucking groundwork,
he's not. I can't talk for him, but I feel like if he don't see you putting in the work, why should he vouch for you?
But it makes sense. It makes sense. Why? Because he went through the gauntlet himself.
Exactly.
He done got fired 50 million fucking times. He had to crawl from the bottom every fucking time. So if you just some person like, hey, I got a podcast, what you put me on? Fuck no.
Right.
I want to see you bleed first, bro. I gotta see you bleed. Me and you talk about this all the time. Like, we think we putting in work. We not putting in work, bro.
I don't.
I like, nigga, listen. Charlamagne got his own podcast with Andrew So, the Brilliant Idiot shit. I watched this since 2013. That shit just hit the share room.
You also have to think about
that shit just hit the share room for the first time like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, a couple weeks ago, mind you, I watched this in 2013. That nigga ain't hit the shade room on Brilliant Idiot since until like what, a month ago? It's 2025. So why everybody think they so entitled? Like, I'm putting in work. I tried. No, you did not fucking try. Because it's somebody who got a bigger platform, who been on Breakfast Club all these fucking years, that podcast ain't hit the shade room until fucking 2025. That's work, brother.
So before we end, I got one more question to ask you.
I got one more shit to talk
and that is because I just watched into Don't Call Me White Girl with Mona.
I know that.
So how do you feel as though so say for instance, there was a guy out here that was, let me say this. Charleston is real good for saying that people are down low. And then maybe that's every state. But that's Charleston.
Literally.
How do you feel as though about a person saying that they're down low? Who is worse in the situation? A person saying that someone is down low and not saying who they are? Or the person that is down low and not saying that I like both parties? How do you feel about that?
Ask me that again. Because
so how do you feel as though would you work more or feel more confident or be able to fuck with somebody that will let it be known I'm gay and this is what I like? Or would you have a problem with somebody that's keeping a secret? So imagine if you fucking with a nigga and you want to know like whether or not did he really like you and everybody keeping a secret. Are they wrong for keeping a secret?
This is how I feel. Honestly, I feel like you never should have to come out. I don't feel like you should have to come out.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, you're going to tell people who needs to know and not who wants to know. Period. And that's the end of the day. Like,
respectfully.
Nobody has to tell you anything. So, and I feel like there's nothing changing within like, oh, if I tell you I'm gay today, what's going to change with me not telling you I'm gay before? What's going to change?
Right.
So it's just like, at the end of the day, nobody has to tell you whether or not they're gay. But however, I will respect the person more who is out because you get to do more with them. You can't really do much with a DL man.
Right.
You can't go on dates, so that's why you live through your girlfriends. You can't go on trips. You might can go on trips because, it's out of town and it's not in the city that you live in because nobody in that city will know. But you can't do a lot of things that your girlfriends do. And I mean girlfriends as in your friends that are girls, because DL men do not want to be seen with you. And I had to learn that as the hard way for myself. Yes, I love the masculinity. Yes, I love being treated like a princess. But
you gotta just
at the end of the day, like longevity, it will never be what you want it to be, because that man who you think is your man, he's not going to come out because he still likes women, and women is not going to date bisexual men. Boom. That's just that.
Right.
Women are not going to date bisexual men, so that's a topic for another day.
And it is because I got some homegirls who actually will do that shit. But the only reason I brought that broadcast, not the only reason, the Black Effect Podcast Festival type shit, I want to give you praises, but I want to do what the fuck happened towards the end when we were leaving out, right?
What happened?
It was me, it was you. It was 4 different women, right? We was walking out of the podcast festival. We about to leave, about to go to the next spot. A nigga that looked like me very masculine. Brown skin. I'm a little darker than MJ type shit. I don't know if you remember, because you that nigga. We was walking that way. He was walking this way. I'm thinking, oh, look at this nigga. I'm in the back of y'all.
Look at that bitch.
He about to go look at all the fucking women,
All
try to
these
see what he can
bitches.
fucking get.
And he looking at Clayton. All that ass.
I look, he's staring you in your face. I look, I said, staring at Clayton? We staring at the girl.
Looking at Clayton.
He looking at Clayton. I'm looking at Clayton looking at him. They looking. Am I tripping? I think I'm tripping. I don't know if I'm tripping. But you know what can't lie? When you walking past somebody the opposite way,
over there lock
and the eyes follow the whole way.
So
and
you be feeling
and then he look at you,
wrong.
and then he look at you like, hi, and you look at him like, I said, well, goddamn, we is in Atlanta, so
Yeah.
maybe that's what it is.
No, I don't even remember that, honestly.
Exactly, but question, like that was like his, in a way, trying to holler at you type shit. So how do these dudes that like present like me, act like they're masculine like me, typically shoot their shot at homosexual
Okay,
men?
so there's a couple of ways that they shoot their shot. The top number one ways is, oh my God, why am I telling people secret? I feel like they always reach out to me on Snapchat because the messages can be deleted.
You think?
I know.
A lot of niggas don't give a fuck.
So
though. You see
typically-
it? Hold on, did you see it?
Usually it's
Usually
Snapchat.
Snapchat, Instagram, but however, they're gonna like the pictures and then it's like a tic-tac show.
Oh.
TikTok.
Baby
tic-tac
gotta
show.
go. Baby gotta go. That's me.
So, as that, and then it's also just like, and this is the biggest one. Y'all gonna eat.
Alright.
I know you got them hoes. Bitch, them hoes is me!
Oh.
Them hoes is me!
Okay.
You know what? Ooh!
Okay.
When guys say that, who are you talking about?
Who else?
Who are y'all talking about?
Who else?
Okay.
Who else?
The girl that be standing in the back of me not saying nothing. So I know you got them hoes, but how do you even know them hoes want you? You see what I'm doing in the club, so you're like, okay,
He
you're
can do
the
better
hoe.
than me. He can do better than me.
Okay, and
He can do it.
I'm just saying.
I'm so weak.
we about
You
to
think you gonna fuck a woman ever again in your life?
I've never fucked a woman. I'm never going to.
It's the
I
BMQ.
think, and make sure you bleep this out. I think that
No.
looks like roast beef.
Okay.
So you never had no
It's
good
the-
cook.
But
No, I'm not even doing that.
before we slide out, hey, Click, before we slide out, I just want to tell you one little story that I heard from, I don't remember whatever, but it was a story. A nigga tried to holler at him. This what the fuck he
Jesus.
did. He hit the gay dude on Facebook saying, yo, I got a house party going on, woo woo type shit, right? So when he pulled up, there was no house party. It was just him. Why? Because he did not want any message or no evidence. He's going to be like, I'm going to talk to you straight up, face to face. This is what I like. I want to holler at you. Woo woo. Is that some smooth shit? Should niggas more likely to do that?
Is that some smooth shit?
Honestly, that's even no
question is really wrong.
evidence. That was even no evidence.
No evidence.
And I feel like that was very
No,
smooth.
like,
That was
like the
smooth shit.
question
That
was
was
so
smooth.
bad.
Because at the end of the day, what
But it
did
makes
happen?
so much sense.
Nobody would know what happened
like,
behind after that.
you
because
could've
it's only
worded
about two.
Exactly.
So
Really,
if he
really
told
worse,
you,
sir?
then that's just
But
that.
like,
So,
it makes so
us
much sense.
us closing out.
It's like,
Any nigga that's down low, if you smart, just tell him to come to a party
Just tell
and
us.
don't let it be no
Don't
fucking
tell them to
party.
come to some party because guess what? I'm not always coming to a party. I'm not.
He said,
Let me tell you where
he
it is.
said if you don't show up, then it ain't meant to be. All right.
Yeah, nah.
It's the motherfucking BMQ podcast. It's your boy Super
I done
Jack.
put my shit
It's
up.
your boy Bossman Quake.
It's your girl MJ.
And I'm Clay.
Say the deep voice. Do deep voice one time.
You know what I'm doing.
Send that shit one more time. What that shit? It was give me my goddamn money. Give me my goddamn money. Big gangster.
I love